walloping. Brock looking to avenge his worst outing of the year last week against the Chiefs. He's thrived historically against the Cowboys.
Yes.
Just excellent all around. Brew, for Brock. And remember, this is scored, so you got to come out of the gate. Sometimes
But by excellent all around, he was great last year against them.
quarterback wins.
Okay.
And playoff, yeah.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
playoffs.
Must
Oh, but yes for Brock. But this is also that rare, once every month or two, double must win. All right, so for Brock and the Niners, they need a get-right game after what happened with the Chiefs last week, right? And who better than the Cowboys, who they have owned? 3 straight victories over them, 2 in the playoffs. So they own this team. And the Cowboys are the perfect elixir to a team that's got low morale because they're the Cowboys. So it feels like a big game.
Yeah.
It's the Cowboys. And when you beat them, it feels like a big win. We beat the Cowboys, but they're a tomato can. They're common.
Hold on.
Okay,
Wait.
they're common. They're common. I misspoke. They're common. All right? So you get the value and the feel and the rush
Yes.
of beating like a good team, a big game, but it was a cup.
It's like Jake
or
Paul
a
versus
tomato
Mike
can,
Tyson.
or a common team.
Yeah, he keeps saying
That's what
it.
they-
You must mean it, bro.
He does.
Yeah.
And for the Cowboys, they're coming off a bye week. Obviously, they need to win. So
Okay.
double must win.
Good way to start.
You know what, Brew? I too thought it was that rare double must win.
This guy's your nemesis, dude.
What?
I truly did.
He's copying my
No, I'm not copying your take. I thought it was a double must win. And I'll go this angle. When I look at the Cowboys, obviously you're coming off a bye, but then all the things that's going on. Oh my gosh, we got tours going on. We can't focus. We don't know how to win with all these people knocking on the windows. Like, what are we doing? Just win, baby, like Al Davis said. And then you got the 49ers. Brock, can you win without the Avengers? Or do you need the Avengers? Are you an Avenger? Because if you're an Avenger, what is your superpower?
I don't know.
Like, can we see it? You've beaten the Cowboys. You're beating up on the Cowboys historically that your franchise has. You got to get it done. Do it for the culture of the 49ers, Brock.
Yeah, all right.
Double must win.
Not a double.
So ultimately, though, he took my time.
Not right. Good.
here we go.
I'm glad he did because he took your take, which was the wrong take. This is definitively a must-win for the 49ers. It is panic time in San Francisco if they lose.
been panic.
Your guys' whole point about the Cowboys is they always lose to the Niners, so no problem. The Cowboys lose to the Niners this week. They're 3-4. Washington's going to lose because they don't have Jaden. The Eagles are going to lose because they're playing the the Bengals. They're going to be right there fine. The Niners, on the other hand, if you don't beat the Cowboys, who you always beat, are there real systemic issues? Is the Super Bowl hangover finally catching up with you? You just had a team come off a bye who looked way more prepared, schemed you to death. You now have another team coming off a bye. If that happens a second time, and also Wild talked about the Niners schedule like, oh, and I understand going against your take when you're the judge is an odd thing, but you know what? I'm bold like that. I don't care. And I respect your judicial impartiality when it comes to this segment. I look at the Niners schedule, and I say, you know what they don't have left on it? A single tomato can. They might not have many juggernauts left, but they do have the Lions, they do have the Bills, they do have some really good teams. But if we show you the schedule, the Bucks, Seahawks, Packers, Bills, Bears, Rams, Dolphins, Lions, Cardinals. You know what those teams have in common, except for the ones who are dealing with devastating injuries? Winning records. So not a tomato can. Niners have to get it. They can't fall to 3-5 going into a bye. Must win.
That was not bad.
Greg, 1-0.
What?
Funny voice.
Bears shocking.
Coming off a
He
bye.
literally stole my take.
Playing the Commanders with Jaden, who was trying to come off of a shot to the ribs that knocked him out of last week's game. He did not practice today. Vegas, Nick is reporting, does not think he's going to play. Caleb's opponents, weeks 3 through 9, Brew, who you were not impressed with.
No.
So is this a must-win against the Commanders, who are 30th in opponents' passer rating?
Can I make a question real quick? Shouldn't it be like golf, where the winner goes first?
No, you know what it's going to be like around the horn. You're muted.
Wow. Thank you, Wiles. It's a must-win for Caleb if Jaden plays. If Jaden plays.
Okay.
And I get it, it'll be easier if
Marcus
Jaden
Mariota
doesn't.
plays, he
If this is about stature. This is not about the standings. This is about who is the man.
Oh.
Last year, the number 2 pick was better than the number 1 pick. Did it happen again? That's what everybody's saying. That's what everybody's wondering. And Jaden, I know Caleb's played well lately. He's been playing really well. But Jaden has played well from the jump.
True.
This is Caleb's nemesis.
How well did Jaden play last week?
Pretty well till he got hurt.
He had 6 yards.
He got hurt. He threw 2 passes.
Right, so he didn't play pretty well.
I thought he played well. He was running the heck out of that football, if I
Then he
remember
got-
correctly.
Okay.
All right, so this is a must-win because this is about who is the man in this class.
Okay, it's great.
Is it Caleb or is it Jaden?
To be clear, so I understand, but if it's Caleb against Marcus
Not a
Mariota,
must-win.
he can lose.
Yep.
I like it.
Would be a bad loss,
Weird.
but he could lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand that logic. So Caleb,
Wild
it's just a,
understands.
it's
He
just,
always
goes
it's just a
negative.
I know.
must
See,
win.
Wilds gets it.
It's a must win. I don't get it, so that's what matters. I'm up right now. It's a must win for Caleb. Look, a lot of this start of the National Football League from week 1 to week 6 was all about Jaden Daniels. Oh, look at the throw. Look at the reads. Look at him take this hit. Oh, hit your guy down
Offense
the sideline,
reminds
win
me
the
of
game.
Baylor.
He was thriving. Offensive Rookie of the Year was just slipping out of your hands every single time we saw Jaden Daniels. And you know what? Whether he plays or not, you know what this will show everyone watching? Maybe you're tougher than him. And you believe you're better than him. So
course.
prove it. Prove it whether he's on the field, whether he's not, whether Brew just thinks you got to beat him, when the reality is you need a win to keep in pace with what's going on in your own division. It's a must win, Caleb.
Yeah, it's
just like I must beat Brew every single time in this scoring segment.
You got it. You got
Must
to give
win.
me this one.
You're unmuted.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's obviously a must-win no matter who's playing quarterback for Washington. Because if Caleb, no matter who's playing quarterback for Washington, if Caleb wins this game and plays well, he takes the lead for Rookie of the Year. If Jaden plays and Caleb, who in his last 3 starts, they're averaging 32 points per game. He has 7 touchdowns, 1 pick, a 123 rating, 74% passing, 250 yards per game. He will overtake Jaden. And if Jaden doesn't play and Caleb wins, he'll overtake Jaden because Brew, what's the best ability? What is it?
Availability?
What? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And the Bears, you guys can boo-hoo about their schedule all they want. But when you guys were mocking me for picking the Bears to go to the Super Bowl, it was predicated on a 7-2 start because, if you remember, I said, find me the tough defense they're going to have to beat. And we found 2. The Patriots aren't wrong, and the Niners may be wrong again. So they do play tough teams on that right-hand column, but the only tough defense, definitively tough defense is Minnesota, which we didn't see coming into the year. So yeah, it's a must-win.
Just because Bruce set the table and you guys all responded to
But
that, even though you shot it down,
It made no sense.
but he still was out
They let
there.
him
they
go first.
stole each
That's
other's
why you
tape.
shouldn't let him
They
go
stole
first.
each other's tape.
Well, you can go first this
And
time.
Greg
but
went
you got it.
personal, so
Yeah.
thank you.
No, I don't mind that. I actually encourage that. Bengals hosting the Eagles. Last week, the Eagles dispatched of the Giants, and the Bengals got past the Browns. Here are the ranks this season. Greg talked about it earlier in the show. Philadelphia defense, sneaky good all of a sudden, maybe. Cincy now 3-4. Nick, is this a must-win for Cincy?
For me, since I told you Cincinnati when you threw them away at 1-4,
Yeah.
that they were going to be 5-4 going into the Baltimore rematch. For me, yes, it is a must-win. For them, no, it is not, because there are going to be 3 AFC North playoff teams. That final AFC playoff spot, it might go to an 8-win team at this point, certainly a 9-win team, and Cincinnati can lose this game and be fine. So I want them to win because I want to see what I predicted would happen come true, but I don't think they have to. Okay. I think that they've got the Raiders the next week, and we know they can play toe-to-toe with Baltimore, who they have the week after. So, yeah. So I say no, it's not a must-win for Cincinnati.
Okay.
Is it?
This is.
Or is it Greg?
Would you like me to go, Boo?
Go ahead.
Okay. This is another double must.
Bruce Matthews.
What's going on? This is a double must win. When you look at what the Eagles have done, well, they